Brian, let's talk about your defensive game plan, the ability to get pressure on Denaro, but also not spring him loose for scramble plays. Just, I guess, evaluate the job your defense did in that regard.
I thought what you saw in this game plan, being a little bit different from last year's plan, is that we mixed it up a little bit more in the back end. We were, in a lot of star coverage last year, even through the third and fourth quarter. And I know Bob wanted to mix it up a lot more. We got into a lot more zone, which we knew that if we got into more zone, we could be more susceptible to some of the runs. But we handled ourselves very well with some, new starters back there in particular. I thought Matthias had a great game.
Brian, could you just talk about, from the big picture, the identity of this team this year seemingly is going to go through the defense and how you've kind of branded that the last 2 weeks?
Fine with me. I think any way you can manage the football game to win it, and you got to get a contribution in some fashion from your offense, and obviously the big play throw to Eifert was the contributing factor. So we're fine playing to our strength, and again, I think we saw that defense is such that we want to make sure that we limit turnovers, and early on we turned the ball over, and we, ultimately that's why we made the change at quarterback.
Kind of piggybacking off that, Brian, I mean, what do you do to make sure that Everett, there is no confidence chip away here? I mean, because that was obviously a more significant amount of time this game that he missed.
Sure. I don't really believe it's a matter of confidence as much as he just has to settle down. He was not as comfortable as I would have liked after playing the Michigan State game, where he was in an incredible environment. He needs to just settle down a little bit, and he's going to be fine. He'll have the week off to evaluate all the things. He'll have a week that he doesn't have 3 exams and 4 papers, and I'm not building in any excuses for him, but he just has to settle down a little bit, and he'll be fine.
Just a win by 1 or 20 or 30 against Michigan at this point in the season, 4-0 going to the bye week, how much does that just sort of buoy confidence?
Well, I think they all know that if they continue to prepare and do the things necessary, and they've made plays. I mean, players are stepping up and making plays. There's a great deal of confidence, but they know they have to play really well each and every week. So I don't think there's going to be a false sense of confidence after 4 games. They know they've got a lot of work to do, but it's a group that understands that they've got an opportunity to do something, really big.